So welcome to part 3, the final video in the Fat Loss with AI series. Just to recap, in part 1, we figured out your TDEE, basically how many calories you need to eat in order to maintain your weight based off your current lifestyle. And then in part 2, we figured out your calorie deficit, essentially how many calories below your TDEE you need to eat in order to lose weight. And finally, in part 3, we're going to figure out where those calories should come from. So how many calories should come from proteins, how many from carbs, and how many from fat. Okay, so let's get started. Just like in the previous videos, you'll find 2 links in the description. Okay, so the first one will take you to a Google document that has the full instructions, and these were just updated. So with this, you can figure out your TDEE, your deficit, and your macros. You'll see it's about 17 pages long, very comprehensive. You just copy paste this into an empty chat session and you'll figure out your personalized numbers. Alternatively, you can click on the second link and that will take you to a Custom GPT. Again, the instructions have been updated on the back end, so you just start typing and yeah, you'll figure out your numbers. So what I am going to do is I'm going to walk you through my example so you know what to expect when you're using the prompt or the Custom GPT. I'm skipping the first 2 parts where I calculate my TDEE and my deficit. So these were covered in the first 2 videos, so please go back and watch it if you haven't already. In my case, my TDEE was 2730 calories and my deficit was 2170 calories. So that's where we ended the second video. It basically just asked me if I want to go ahead and set my macros, to which I respond yes. And then it gives me this table. You can choose a macro setup based on your lifestyle. So, a couple of the choices here are recommended, which works for most people. There's appetite control. A higher protein diet can help suppress the hunger a little bit. Then there's also high training volume. If you're somebody who trains a lot or multiple times a day, you may need a little bit more carbs to support that lifestyle. Or maybe you just prefer a higher fat diet if your diet naturally leans that way. So again, this is fully customizable depending on your habits. That way it's easier to stick to, okay? For the purpose of this example, I'm just going to choose recommended. And once I do choose make a selection, it just summarizes everything. So let's look at my numbers. This is what my results look like. 185 grams from protein, 65 from fat, and 211 grams from carbs. And that in percentage terms is 34 from proteins, 27 from fat, and 39 from carbs. And in the last column, we have the same expressed in calories, 740 from protein, 585 from fat, and 845 from carbs. And if we add all of these up, it should be very close to your daily target. So that's it. You just follow this plan for about 2 weeks, weigh yourself daily, track your average weight. If nothing changes, you adjust your calories slightly, as we discussed in video 2. And something very important is as your weight drops, your TDEE will change. So you'll want to rerun these numbers every few weeks, maybe every 4 to 6 weeks as you lose weight. Okay, so that's it. Let's talk about tracking for a second, because I know a lot of people struggle with this. So you can either find an app on the App Store that helps you track your calories, like MyFitnessPal, which is free to use, but it can be a little manual, okay? So at times, if it works, you can scan the barcode and it pulls the nutritional facts. But if you're making a complex recipe or something, you have to manually input the information, which can be a little cumbersome, okay? Or you can use something like Cal AI, which is what I'm currently using. It is a paid app, but it's AI powered. So you can literally take a picture of your meal and it will estimate your calories for you. And it can also scan the barcode or take a picture of the nutritional facts label to pull the nutritional facts. Super convenient and accurate enough to keep you on track. Okay, so if you want to see exactly how I use the Cal AI app, like if you want to see a walkthrough, drop a comment, and if enough people ask, I'll make a separate walkthrough video. Now, what about groceries and meals? I know people struggle with this as well, because most people hate the generic chicken breast and broccoli diet. So why not have ChatGPT create a grocery list for you? You can even have it create recipes for you. Let me show you what I've done here. In my case, I've basically said, given my macros, I like Indian food, Korean food, Middle Eastern food. Give me a grocery list that fits these preferences. And then in a matter of seconds, it's created this long grocery list that's broken down by proteins, carbohydrates, fats, and also vegetables and flavor-based sauces and spices, smart condiments, really powerful stuff. And like I said, you could take it a step further and even have it create recipes based off your calorie goals. This kind of personalization would take a nutritionist hours and also would cost you an arm and a leg. But now you can do it in 10, maybe 15 minutes for most part for free. And that's real leverage with AI, right? That's how powerful this stuff is. You're getting customized nutrition based off your goals, your preferences, and your lifestyle. And that's it. This wraps up the 3-part Fitness with AI series. My name is Rahul. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. It really goes a long way. And drop a comment if you want me to create a video about how to use AI to construct a workout plan next. If enough people ask for it, I'll definitely whip something up. I drop videos like this every week, so stay tuned.